Now we're going to practice using both the Crease and Bevel tools. So we're going to open the design called Crease. I'm going to make these read only. Open up some space. And I'll make this editable. And I'm going to open up Crease. And all we're really doing here is practicing various techniques in the edit form panel, so that you get an idea of one, how to use them and what they how they modify your form. Okay. So turn on Capture Design History. As you can see, it's not open right now. So we're going to right click in our browser on the form itself, Capture Design History, come down here to our form, click Edit. So we're going to be able to edit this form, and then select Modify and Crease. And we're going to crease the handle edge that's shown here in the image. So it's kind of the outermost edge, if you will, this guy here. So modify, crease, and we're going to double click, upgrade all the splines if you haven't already done so. There we go. We want that, and we want this. Okay. I just double clicked, and it effectively highlights the spline until it terminates. And it terminated at this point, which is why we had to select both halves of it. And let's see if they want us to. They don't want us to select the bottom, so we've got selected everything that they want. Click OK, and you can see now that kind of a hard crease has been created. So whereas before it was a smoothed surface, now those panels come to a point or to an edge, or in this case, to a crease. We're going to do the same thing to the inside of the handle. So to the very inside, okay, to this guy right here. And this doesn't have a point. If we wanted to add a point to it, we could. Doesn't look like they want us to. So we practiced that in the previous exercise. Okay, modify and crease, double click. All right, that highlighted the whole thing for us, so we're good. Click OK. And again, you can see that it kind of came to a point here. It was a little bit less of a change than the first one, but yeah, nonetheless, we've got a crease on the very innermost edge. Select Modify Bevel and add a bevel to the crease midline using whatever setting that you like. All right. So to the crease midline, what do they? Oh, I see. Crease midline. That's going to be. So we're going to go to Bevel. I lost it. There it is. Bevel edge. Midline. Let's inset it by 0.5, and we'll just add 2 segments. So now we've got a nice bevel on the inside on both sides because it's mirroring. We could potentially, undo. Let's go to see what it looks like if we were to select this, and instead of 0.5, we went 0.75, and we added 3 segments. Okay. Again, we've got our bevel here. Now it's 3 segments, 1, 2, 3 on both sides, and it's also wider. So it went out 0.75 millimeters as opposed to 0.5. So let's keep that. Finish the form and review the BREP body. All right. So see that this here is the bevel that we just created on this side. It's mirrored on the other as well. And we also have on the innermost edge, or we had anyway, it allowed us to create the bevel, a crease. And we also have a crease or a really defined edge here, as opposed to before where it was curved. save the design. Okay, that wraps up lesson 6. The point here is Freeform is a very different approach to designing in CAD, and it lends itself well to shapes like this, this saw encasing that have a lot of complex curves. But you can't as easily go back and revise certain things in that there's not a saved history. You have to either undo or modify the current design. You're not going back to sketches and revising them and updating the profile in that way. So at any rate, that wraps up lesson 6.